race fans, Ryan Aho here from the One to Go Show, bringing you another episode of the BuyRaceShirts.com One to Go Show Superstock Power Rankings. Now, Superstocks, this is a week. I'm telling you what, one of my favorite 2 weeks of the year, Fast Lane Superstock Series, right? And they open up Thursday night at the Rice Lake Speedway, Friday, the Dave Shackleton Memorial over at the Red Cedar Speedway, Saturday to the Ogilvy Raceway. That track's been really good. And Sunday, they go over to the Granite City Motor Park in a couple weeks to kind of rework the surface over there. High hopes that they can have that place rolling. But 4 nights this week of super stock action for the Tour. Reigning champion in the series, Dylan Nelson, started slow, made the transition, right? Got out of the affordable, went to a dirt dueler. First couple nights, it was not good. They got it figured out. 6 straight podiums for the 25N, 1 win in that in them 6 races. Does he have it figured out enough to go back-to-back in the series? Well, we're going to find out. She starts Thursday night. So, little shout-out here, BuyRaceShirts.com. If you need hats, shirts, hoodies, apparel, banners, you name it, anything for your race team, sponsors, clubs, whatever, right? They got it all, right? Check it out, BuyRaceShirts.com. Now, let's get into the power rankings. Number 10, the old Sasquatch, Timmy Johnson. I'm going to catch hell for this one. Why? Because he has 1 race in. But guess what? It was the 3rd annual Ron Johnson Memorial. Of course, his dad passed away a couple years, 3 years back, I guess it would be. And he won that one. 1 night out, one win, had a couple hitters at that race, got it done. I don't know if it quite paid $1,000 this year. I think it was a little shy of that, but a nice payday to start the season. He's going to make some noise on the Tour. All right, boys, it just is what it is. He might not race a lot, but when he unloads that one junior at the Tour, you're going to know he's there because he's fast. He's going to muscle his way if he has to. And after the races are done, win, lose, or draw, he's going to drink a shitload of beer and have a lot of fun. So Timmy Johnson at number 10. At number 9, Joey Jensen. I wasn't sure this kid was going to come back, right? He had a great career, ran in a super, late model, modified, took a little bit of time off. He's back in a super stock, looks motivated. He has a couple wins on the year, right? 2 wins, and he can wheel. I'm telling you, Jesse Radetsky at Cedar Lake, you got company here. Joey Jensen is not going to be a slouch. Looks like he's racing a little bit more. Haven't talked to him. Not sure if he's going to run the Tour or not. I hope so. That'd be super fun to see. But look for Joey Jensen as the season progresses. He's already fast to start the season, but as the season gets further in, I'm telling you, he is going to contend for some big wins. So Joey Jensen at number 9. At number 8, Jesse Radetsky. I tell you, last year, not quite the best year. 2 years ago, outstanding season. But this year, 7 races, 7 podiums, 2 wins. In contention every single night. I think he's back. Got a little company here with Joey, but that might make him better. Iron sharpens iron, right? He did win the first Wasota Superstock event at the Cedar Lake Speedway since my buddy Kyle Peterlin won the Wasota 100 in 2005. So that's kind of cool to see supers Wasota sanctioned at Cedar Lake. When there's a cushion, I don't know that there's anybody better in Superstock racing. He can bring it on the cushion. His weak point, because he doesn't see a lot of it, slippery, shiny, where there's not a little stuff there. Little traction on the track, and he's really good. If he can get a little bit better on the shine, he might move up a little further. Radetsky at number 8. At number 7, Kurt Myers. Ruffling a few feathers here a couple weeks back. 4 shows, won the first 3. The 4th one had the lead at the flag, at the white flag, and all hell broke loose in the back straightaway between him and SpaceX. Little stuff after the fact. Got himself suspended, I think, from Rice Lake for a couple weeks. Haven't seen him since. Okay, not sure what his plans are. He's got the mod as well. He'd be the first to tell you probably. I think he's a little frustrated that mod. He don't quite got her in the mod like he does the super. He's dang near unbeatable in the super stock. We're not talking mods here. This is super stock show. And when super stocks are on the track and the 1M is there, guess what? He's in the conversation. I'd love to see him run the Tour. I'd love to see him run some big shows. Don't know how much we're going to see him, but be assured of this. When the 1M unloads, he will be in the conversation. At number 6, Tristan Labarge. Probably going to be mad at me because I don't have him higher because he's he's kind of bringing her. He's having a big year in that 19 TRC. Night number 1, let it slip away. Had the lead. His cousin Andy drove by him, kind of drove off into the sunset. Since then, 5 straight feature wins. It don't get much better. A second and 5 straight wins. It don't get much better, including 1,000 to win at the Lisa Vidal Memorial. If any of the guys that I'm going to talk about next come up north, come to Hibbing, right, come to Grand Rapids, they're going to have their hands full with the 19. Can he travel well? He doesn't travel a lot, right? He kind of races mostly around home. Not quite the bigger, he maybe needs a little bit more backing to do so. With that said, Shane Sobraski came to Rapids and he turned them away, drove by Shane Sobraski. Sobraski struggled early in that race and he drove away from him. Sobraski was good at the end, but not good enough as Labarge got that one done. So Tristan Labarge just outside the top 5 at number 6. At number 5, Team Canada, Cole Chernosky started off the season with a bang. 3 straight wins to start the season. Came down to the Mod Nationals in Superior. Not his best night. Kind of started second row. I think he got 6th in that one. Struggled a little bit. But then he did win the opener up at the Thunder City Speedway. I'm not sure how much we're going to see him. I know he's probably going to come down. They have a week-long swing that I think he's going to come down to. He's going to run some shows. I don't know if he's coming to the tour. Probably not, but I'd love to see him. Man, I'd like to see this guy race enough shows to be in the conversation because he's fast enough, he's good enough, and he's at number 5. At number 4, Dexton Cook. 6 wins, and this cat is always on the podium. He's always there, constantly improving, getting better and better. National title hopes, in sight. He's hungry. He wants it. 5 of his last 7 in the top 2. Mod Nationals, him and Sobraski finished 1st and 2nd in all 3 races. Disrespected, maybe putting him at 4. Maybe. I just need to see a little bit more to put him ahead of the next 3. Dexton Cook solid at number 4. At number 3, the Iron Man Shane Sobraski. It could be higher, right? Maybe I'm just used to seeing him flat out dominating Superstock racing. That ain't happening right now. 4 wins on the year, right? Out of over 10 shows, okay? Including he won 2 at the Mod Nationals and he won the Prelude to the King of Dirt. The other 2 races, terrible. 2nd. Kidding, not terrible. 1st and 2nd. Now, let's be honest. Some of those races, right? Ogilvy, right? For the night number 1 of the Mod Nationals, 9 cars. King of Dirt both nights, 9 cars. Not his fault, right? Not his fault. There's still some good race cars there. A little concerned about that, to be honest with you. Sobraski just behind these first 2 at number 3. At number 2, Taryn Spacek. Dad was a stud. Uncle's a stud. Everybody with the name Spacek wins races. That's what they do. 2 DNFs to start the season, and then he's rattled off 6 straight wins since then. I am hoping like crazy that he's going to run the tour races. I know he races at Rice Lake. He runs at Menominee. He wins at both of them, right? I don't know if he'll go to Ogilvy or not. I don't know if he'll go to Granite. Probably depends how the first 2 nights go. I'm picking him to win a couple races this week on the tour. Haven't confirmed that he's going to be there, but Spacek, red hot. If he finishes, he wins. He's at number 2. But at number 1 right now, probably the most hungry, best number in Superstock racing. Needs an A behind it, but I guess we'll let it slide. Got the right colors anyway. Trevor Nelson from Warner, South Dakota. 5 wins, and he just knocked off that 7A guy again at Fergus. Remember, he won at the 100 last year. Now we just beat him to win the King of Dirt. I wonder how Shane feels about that. I wonder if that maybe motivates him a little bit. Seems like he's a little more hungry in the mod than the super. Trevor Nelson's a well-oiled machine. I'm telling you, that thing is absolutely dialed in. It's tip-top shape every night. Looks like he's racing a bit more. Will he race enough to be in contention for a national championship at the end of the year? We'll find out, man. I hope so, because if he is, it's going to be a fun battle. So Trevor Nelson, right now, the number 1 driver in Superstock racing, and that number 1 driver, of course, brought to you by Dirt Race Central. So Dirt Race Central, that's where you can see all this racing action, including the Fastlane Superstock Series coming up here this weekend.